Welcome to the DTU Nanolab chemical rooms. In this video, we will provide an overview of the rules for using the chemical storage rooms. At the end of the video, there will be a short test to reinforce what you've learned. Following these rules is crucial. Failure to comply may result in the loss of your access to the chemical room. With so many chemicals, many of which are hazardous, it is essential to ensure they are properly managed to prevent dangerous situations. There are two parts of this video. The first about standard chemicals. The second is about personal chemicals, including Nanolab employee chemicals. Let's get started. What is a standard chemical? Standard chemicals are shared resources available to all authorized users. They are stored in the chemical storage rooms and regularly monitored to ensure sufficient supply. These chemicals are essential for common laboratory procedures, providing convenience and consistency across experiments. What are dynamic shelves? At Nanolab we have many chemicals. Some are very unstable as they are, and some can become very unstable if they pass their expiration date. Dynamic shelves are designed to ensure that chemicals are used in the order they arrive, preventing expired or forgotten chemicals. This follows a first-in, first-out system. Always take chemicals from the lowest numbered shelf. When shelf 1 is empty, move to shelf 2. This helps us minimize waste, but more importantly, it ensures that no chemicals are forgotten, which might become the cause of safety issues. When shelf 1 is emptied, new chemicals are placed there, and the shelf numbers are updated accordingly. This simple renumbering system ensures the oldest chemicals are always used first, minimizing waste and maintaining safety. How to register when taking a standard chemical. If a standard chemical runs out, important processes will not be able to run, and this will affect all users, students and companies alike. To ensure that our stock does not run out, we have to maintain an accurate inventory. This is done by you. You must register the chemicals you take. Previously, this was done on paper, but we've introduced a new digital system for real-time tracking. To use the system, you must first log in. Logging in is quick, and you will automatically be taken to the kiosk page. If the computer is turned off, turn it on. If the computer is on, but the previous user has logged out, click here. Then back to the front page. Select DTU User. Once on the kiosk page, you have two options: flammable chemicals, acid/base chemicals. Some flammable chemicals are stored in fridges and freezers located inside the acid/base chemical rooms, therefore, they may appear under the acid/base tab instead. If you're unsure, check both tabs. Simply use the tablet to find your chemical, enter the amount taken, and register it. This helps us ensure that stock levels are tracked efficiently, and we will be able to buy more when a certain amount is left. Should you accidentally press register, when the amount is wrong, you can press undo. Sometimes, standard chemicals need to be discarded. Whatever the reason, if a standard chemical is disposed of directly from the chemical storage room, you must inform facility. This is because we must remove the discarded chemical from the system, as a loss, rather than as used. This way we will ensure we have a correct overview of what we've thrown out and what our actual usage is. Should any other mistakes happen, you can write to the facility group and let them know. Please note that the old system is still available in case of power outages or other IT issues as we test this new system. The old system involves a paper log. Locate your chemical, follow the row horizontally to an empty box, and write the number of bottles you took. Laboratory alcohol log. Certain chemicals, like ethanol and isopropanol, require registration with the Danish tax/skat. When taking these chemicals, record the amount in liters on the paper attached to the cabinet. Subtract the amount taken from the total available and update the new total. The toxic cabinets. Standard toxic chemicals are stored in cabinets with additional locks, as required by Danish safety regulations. These measures ensure that all toxic chemicals are stored securely and safely. If you need a toxic chemical, simply contact the facility group or the wet chemistry group. For recurring needs, we can review the possibility of granting you access. Have questions or need more information? Contact the facility group. What is a personal chemical? A personal chemical can be either user or employee chemicals. It is a chemical bought by another person, and is not considered a Nanolab standard chemical. Personal and employee chemicals are purchased by individuals, meant only for their use, and not to be shared without clear permission. These chemicals can be found in the shared cabinets. While the cabinet is shared by users, the chemicals inside are individually owned. And let's be clear, whether you're an external user or a Nanolab employee, the same rules apply. Ignore them, and you risk losing your access. Registering users who wish to store chemicals at Nanolab. Want to store chemicals in Nanolab's chemical rooms? Great! But first, you need to be registered. Whether you're an external user or a Nanolab employee, we have to register you. It helps us keep track of who are using our storage facilities and prevents unclaimed or expired chemicals from piling up. Contact the facility group. We'll help you figure out if you need a shared shelf or a personal shelf. A fair warning: you can only store chemicals in the cabinet you're registered to. If we find something where it doesn't belong, it's getting removed. Space is limited and chemicals can be dangerous, and we're working hard to keep things organized and safe. Help us out by following the system, not making it harder. Owner labels. Every external user or employee chemical must have an owner label, unless it's on a personal shelf, which instead will have an owner name on the entire shelf itself. The label needs two things: your name and the date you received the chemical. This helps us track both ownership and chemical age. You are responsible for making sure your chemical is labeled. No label, the chemical will be removed. Annual cleanup. At least once a year, we roll up our sleeves and clean house, because safe and organized chemical storage doesn't happen by itself. We will send out mails and put out posters at Nanolab. They will tell you what to do. The important thing is to understand that we clean to ensure everyone's safety, and also ensure we have enough space. We have many kinds of users at Nanolab, and some are only with us for a short period of time. We need to ensure that their items are removed when they leave, so there's room for the next guests. Waste cabinets. Do you need to get rid of your chemical waste? Then you must ensure that your chemical waste is correctly labeled. Not labeling your waste makes it a hazard to the Nanolab Waste Coordinator, as well as CAS and the Chemical Waste Management Company. In case of exposure, we must know what we're dealing with. When packing the chemical waste, we must also be sure that it will not react with other chemical waste. It's your responsibility to ensure your waste is properly labeled, but Nanolab can help. Come and ask us. Peroxides. Some chemicals can form peroxides over time. Peroxides are highly reactive and can become dangerous, even explosive, if not managed properly. Some users forget about their chemicals once they leave, while others may not even know about the risks. To ensure safety, you must visibly mark your chemicals that can form peroxides. Nanolab has made pre-made labels ready for your convenience. On Chemibrug, you can search for your chemical and check for peroxides to quickly see if labeling is needed. More info at www.peroxida.dk.